I'm pleased to tell you today that I've signed legislation that will outlaw Russia forever. We begin bombing in 5 minutes.
Ronald Reagan, bumbling nitwit and great anti-American. Buffoon Ronald Reagan was an actor and a union leader who switched from being a Democrat to a Republican and had absolutely no understanding of finance, economics, or world affairs. When Reagan wasn't busy marketing cigarettes for profit, he was running his big mouth and opposing holidays like Martin Luther King Day, reversing himself on issues like unions and big government, health care, and foreign policies. Reagan flip-flopped like a pancake on an automatic pancake flipper on high speed. Reagan opposed the very ideals of America, freedom and liberty, by opposing labor unions. Labor unions are an assemblage of real Americans fighting for their rights. But rather than standing up for those patriotic, hard-working Americans, Reagan favored corporations, large, profitable corporations which actually extorted and took unfair advantage of those hard-working Americans, individual Americans, forming into a group, like the members of our original Boston Tea Party, who challenged the government and authority. Of course, not by doing infantile stunts like bringing guns to rallies or something idiotic like that, with non-violent remedies, and challenging it with a union for strength. Reagan opposed the individual American forming into a group to preserve their rights, freedoms, and liberties. Reagan, a bumbling idiot, had so little financial acuity, he increased the deficit by leaps and bounds. Reagan was also inept at foreign policy and diplomacy. He made off-the-cuff comments that made the world turn and say, "What an idiot." Ronald Reagan, a true anti-American who would outsource every American job for corporate profits, if he could. Thankfully, Reagan could only hold 2 terms as president. Oh, and he's deceased, so the destruction to America was limited and contained. Ronald Reagan, you couldn't ask for less.